Hello, I'm Richard. We're live. This is the Benfica versus Arsenal Europa League live watch-along. Hello, how you doing? My name is Richard. Welcome back to my channel over and over and over again, the Positive Arsenal channel. This is going to be a live watch along of the Benfica versus Arsenal match, of course, in the Europa League round of 32. I've got the team news in. I don't know if you've seen it already, but if you haven't, these are the teams for tonight. So Arsenal actually are starting with the same side that started the game on Sunday against Leeds. So no changes at all. So it's Leno in goal, back four, Bellerin, David Luiz, Gabriel and Cedric. Then the two in midfield, Ceballos and Xhaka. We've then got Saka, Odegaard and Smith-Rowe as the three, and then Aubameyang up front again on his own. So on the bench, it's Tierney is the main inclusion there, actually. Obviously not fit enough to start, unfortunately. In terms of Benfica, then, they've actually started a little bit of a surprise with three at the back, including, of course, Vertonghen and Otamendi, both, of course, Premier League experience as well. And also in midfield, they've got Tarat as well, of course, who used to play in the Premier League. So that's their lineup as well. I don't know if you saw my show last night. I had Mike on, of course, who a Benfica fan was going over their team. He said there's a possibility they might play three at the back, get their two fullbacks further up the pitch. Apparently, they're not the best defending fullback. So that might be how that works there for us. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, it's a big game for Arsenal tonight, isn't it? We really do need to win. It's our only last chance left, isn't it, of getting a trophy this season, and it could be our only route back into Europe as well, because at the moment, of course, the league position isn't great, but there is still a long way to go in the league as well, isn't there? So I'm confident that we can get into Europe one way or the other. But of course, European trophies and Arsenal haven't really gone well together, have they, over the last few years? I mean, the last time we won a European trophy was 1994, of course. Fantastic that was, wasn't it? The Cup Winners' Cup, when we beat Parma in the final, of course, didn't we, in Copenhagen? A great day that was, and a great competition for us to win. But that's only the second European trophy we've ever won. The other one was the Fairs Cup, of course, in 1970. So we're certainly overdue, aren't we? Overdue a European trophy. So maybe this is our year. Yeah, possibly. We'll have to see, obviously, what happens in terms of this particular game. So, let's have a look and see how we're going to get on in this game. I say I'm excited about the team. It's a good team that we've picked. I think it's the right team as well for this game. Not any changes at all from Sunday. I think it's going to be a really, really tough game. It's going to be a tight game, but I believe that we can come out on top and win. I really do. I really think that we can. And then obviously, it will set the second leg up next week. Of course, both legs are away from home, aren't they? This game is being played in the Olympic Stadium in Rome, of course, which is Benfica's home game, apparently. So, it's important that we can score an away goal. And next week, of course, our home leg is in Athens. So, Athens is going to be our home, isn't it, for next week? So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be very tight and tense. It is probably our biggest game of the season. I always look at it though and say that that the biggest game of the season are the games that the next game coming up, and this is the next game for us. So for me, it is really important that we do win this game. I'm just getting signed in and everything at the moment, so just bear with me 2 seconds. It's been hectic today. A lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff coming up on the channel, actually. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because I've got some really good stuff coming up. After this game, I'm doing a live fan reaction show. I've got a few fans coming on to give their reaction to this performance tonight. So that's started at 10 o'clock, so it'll be pretty much after the game. So stay tuned for that as well. I probably won't have time to get a link up, probably to share it, but it'll be on the channel. So if you stay tuned to the channel, it will come on anyway after this show. And also as well, tomorrow I'll be releasing a review video, of this game, and then on tomorrow evening, I've got another live show previewing the Manchester City game. I've got a Manchester City fan coming on as well. That's going to be a really good show. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So that's going to be at 6:30 tomorrow evening, actually. So please stay tuned to the channel for that as well. I say click the subscribe button, give it a like as well, because it's really important to help the channel grow. Just having a little bit of issues here, trying to sign in. Just bear with me 2 seconds, and hopefully we'll be away. But yeah, so kickoff is what, five minutes away, isn't it, at the moment? So I think it's going to be good. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm just trying to sort myself out with this. Don't worry, I'll be with you in 2 seconds, and we'll get the game up and running. I say it's going to be I say it's going to be a good game. I'm sure it will be a good game, but I say it's a really important game for Arsenal, because I really do want to do well in this competition this season. I think it's really important for the club as well that we do. So let's hope that we can turn in a really good performance tonight. I say an away goal or two would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Let's remember that this is the away leg, although it's in a neutral venue. It still seems crazy to me that we're not playing just over one leg. Honestly, I think it's crazy, but anyway, it is what it is, isn't it? We just have to get on with it and do it, and hopefully, I say, we can get the result that we need. And I say, you can get through. That's the most important thing, isn't it? I'm not too worried about about anything else. It's just getting through this round, and then we can get into the last 16. It'll be big competition, this, isn't it? A lot of games to get through, a lot of games to play. So let's see how we get on. Hopefully, I say we can get through this round, and then we'll be through into next round. I say it's important today to get through this game. Hopefully, we can get a decent result tonight, and then we'll be well on the way to going through. I don't know why it's not letting me play it at the moment. But anyway, it's because it hasn't started yet. That was right. Right, we should be in business now. So yeah, so we're building up to kick off now. It's what, 4 or 5 minutes away till the kick off. Arsenal in their blue kit actually tonight, which is good, and hopefully we can go on and get a good result here tonight. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Benfica actually are in red and white by the look of it. The teams are just coming out now in the tunnel. I think it's going to be lots of friendly handshakes and stuff going on in the tunnel. Cedric Suarez in particular, of course, he knows a lot of these Benfica players from playing for Portugal. So he obviously he's got a few friends here tonight. Big empty stadium with the blue seats. I still can't get my head around the fact that here we are in Rome playing an away game against a Portuguese team in Europe. But anyway, David Luiz, of course, a former Benfica player. Again, on the show last night, we did go over some of the former players. And David Luiz was, of course, one of those players who's played for both clubs. Benfica was at the beginning of his career, and Mike, the Benfica fan, said he had a really good career at Arsenal. At Benfica, sorry. So kind of kick-started his career. He then went to Chelsea, of course, for the first time, and the rest, as they say, is history. But of course, Benfica have got some players who got Premier League experience. Let's not forget that. They've got Vertonghen and Otamendi playing at the back. Of course, Vertonghen came from Tottenham, didn't he, at the end of last season, and Otamendi from Manchester City. Of course, they did lose Ruben Diaz, didn't they, to Manchester City in part of that deal. Of course, he's having a great season, and we'll come up against him more than likely at the weekend, won't we, when we play the league leaders. But that's for another day. This is a big game for Arsenal tonight. probably our biggest game of the season in many ways. I still think the league's important. I still think that we want to try and finish as in the top 6 if we can, and qualify for Europe that way. It's difficult to win the Europa League. You know, this is our 4th season in it. We've reached 1 semi-final, 1 final, and of course last year we did get knocked out at this stage. Ironically against Olympiacos, whose stadium we play in, of course, next week for the second leg. But of course we did win in Olympiacos last season in that stadium in the away leg. Unfortunately, we lost at the Emirates, didn't we, to get knocked out. So I'm sure we'll be looking to make amends for that. That was his first taste of European football as Arsenal manager. So I'm hoping that he's learnt a few lessons from that competition last year, and that they can be put into practice in this round and in this competition this season. So yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a good game. I really do think it's going to be a good game, but I think it's going to be tight. I predicted in my preview video, which was when was that? That was out yesterday, wasn't it? I predicted that that we would draw 1-1 tonight. So I don't know whether or not you guys think that's a decent result, would be a decent result or not. I think it sets us up for the second leg. Obviously, a win would be fantastic, wouldn't it? But we did win the away leg at this stage last year, and wasn't still enough to go through. So 2 legs is what it is. You know, we have to be on it. We have to be really switched on in this game, and if we are, then hopefully we can get the result that we need. But we'll see how things plan out. We're just getting ready now. They've had the coin toss and the coin toss. Sorry, and we're just about to get started. I say Arsenal, the same team that of course that played against Leeds at the weekend, of course, and did so well. So let's hope that we can produce a similar attacking performance and come out on top again. So Tierney's on the bench as well, in case you missed that. So that's not sure why he's only on the bench. If he's fit, you'd imagine that he should have played. But anyway, let's see how it goes. Unless Arteta just decided that he wants the same team that played so well against Leeds, he wants to keep that team again, which is what he's done. So we'll see how it works anyway. But at least we have got some options on the bench. Martinelli as well, Pepe of course, who played so well in recent games, but didn't get a run out on the weekend either, did he? So anyway, Arsenal are saying they're blue kit. We're going to be attacking the goal to our right in this first half. Arsenal are going to kick off as well, and we're off and underway. I say Arsenal are attacking the goal to our right. David Luiz currently got the ball, pings a long ball forward over to the far side, Arsenal's left. Smith Rowe now has got the ball over in the corner. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. So a bright start from Arsenal, straight from the kickoff. Got the ball down in the Benfica corner down that far side, Arsenal's left. It's going to be Cedric to take this throw. It's about in line with a penalty area, actually. He throws it quickly into Smith Rowe, comes to Odegaard, nice little flick back to Ceballos. He finds Bellerin down this right-hand side, just on the edge of the penalty area. He plays it in to Odegaard again. He's made a good run. Nice little ball back to Bellerin. Arsenal keep the possession well. Ceballos' cross goes straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. But it's been a bright start from Arsenal in the first minute. I know it's early days yet, but there was a good ball in there, whipped in from Ceballos. It's far too close to the goalkeeper. But nice little touch from Odegaard there in the build-up to that move. Not nice couple of little touches he had. Of course, I thought he had a good game actually against Leeds. His first start for Arsenal. Gabriel there nearly gets himself in a mess. He was nearly robbed actually there on the edge of the box by Waldschmidt, the Benfica's forward. He nearly got in there, but the ball ran through to Bernd Leno. Looks like Benfica have got a three-man attack actually, which is quite adventurous for them. I know that they've been quite solid at the back. They've not won a lot of games lately. Only one of their last 6 in the league, but they've only lost 3 in 20. They've drawn a lot of games. That's been their problem, scoring goals. They do keep things tight generally. I think those 2 Premier League defenders, I say, the Benfica fan Mike last night was saying that they're both playing well, but suddenly Aubameyang's in behind. He's onside on that left-hand side. He's cutting inside in the penalty area again. Can he get a shot away? No, he tries to find Smith Rowe, but They defend it. Now the flag has gone up. I thought he looked offside actually. It's still, sometimes it's hard to remember that they do keep the flag down, don't they, now, which is the right thing because of VAR. He was offside, and it was finally given as a free kick to Benfica, midway inside their own half on that far side, Arsenal's left. It's now gone back to the goalkeeper, Helton. They don't seem to have a regular goalkeeper, actually, Benfica. I've noticed looking at some of their team lineups, they seem to play a different goalkeeper every week. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But anyway, Aubameyang's offside again. Benfica seem to be playing quite a high line in these early stages. Could be costly, that, because we've got the players to run in behind. In fact, he wasn't offside at that particular time, I don't think. I think he was maybe in line. But anyway, Benfica didn't seem to be playing quite a high line so far. And I think that might cost them, actually, because I say we've got the players to get in behind, and they're not going to catch us, are they? With Vertonghen and Otamendi, they're not exactly known for their speed, are they? So it's a risky policy, this, maybe from Benfica, but we'll see. Their coach, of course, he's in his second spell. He had a lot of success there. The first time he was at Benfica, won, I think, 3 league titles, a cup and a few league cups as well, and did actually reach the Europa League final twice in a row. Unfortunately, lost. Of course, I don't know if you remember the story Mark was telling us last night about the curse of Benfica, where the manager who won them the European Cup, their last European trophy in 1962, said they'd never win a European trophy again, and so far they haven't. I mean, their record in Europe's probably equal to ours in terms of losing finals. They've lost, I think, their last 5 finals, and we're probably something like that as well, aren't we? With the Europa League final and the Champions League final, and there was a UEFA Cup final as well, wasn't there, that we lost on penalties back in the year 2000. Not much of a disco that night, was there, against Galatasaray, if you remember that game. Anyway, Saka's just been fouled, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal, around about halfway line. It's taken by Leno, actually, deep into the Benfica half, but Benfica won the ball. But again, it's another free kick to Arsenal. This time it was a foul on Smith Rowe. And it's going to be another free kick to Arsenal, which they've taken quickly. We're now trying to build down this left-hand side. Most of our attacks so far have come from the left. Bellerin's actually moved inside quite a lot. He's cutting inside into the centre, which is good to see, but he's just not getting the ball. He looked a bit frustrated there, actually, that he didn't receive the ball. He'd made a decent little run, actually, inside, but he didn't get the ball. So Leno's now got the ball currently. He's given it to Odegaard, who dropped in deep, and now David Luiz is coming forward down this near side. Arsenal's right. A little touch there from Aubameyang, almost puts in Saka, but he was just robbed there by the defender. It was Otamendi, actually, did really well there. Just saying, he hasn't got a lot of pace, but he managed to get in front of Bukayo Saka. Now Bellerin steaming forward down this right-hand side. He's got Saka outside him. He finds Saka, a nice little ball. Saka plays it inside to Odegaard. He likes to move the ball quickly, Odegaard, doesn't he? Just gets it and moves it forward. This is good. Bellerin plays it down the line to Ceballos. Crossing towards the 6-yard box. It comes to Bellerin inside the penalty area. Bellerin gets to the byline. It's good defending again. That was by Vertonghen. It's going to be an Arsenal corner, the first corner of the evening. That was good play, that, from Arsenal. Ceballos, this time it was a better cross into the 6-yard box. Otamendi did well. Bellerin tried to get to the line, but Vertonghen defended it well. It has gone out for an Arsenal corner. Arsenal's first corner, but actually I think Vertonghen actually won. It was Vertonghen on Saka, not Otamendi, sorry. He did actually win the ball, but anyway, it is a corner to Arsenal on this near side, which is Arsenal's right. It's going to be an in-swinger from Smith Rowe's headed on the near post, but no, Benfica clear it away. But not very far. Saka heads it on. It fell to actually Xhaka on the edge of the box, but Benfica have now managed to break away, looking to launch a counter attack. But it was a poor touch there from the German Waldschmidt, and also one possession of the ball back with Otamendi, with Odegaard in midfield for Arsenal. Now we're building an attack down the far side, our left. Cedric Suarez coming forward with purpose, finds Smith Rowe outside him, gets it back again, but he's not going to get there. And Arsenal going to get a throw on the far side. was well defended there by the Benfica defender there. There's a cross there and came in from Smith Rowe from the far side, but again Benfica have managed to clear it away. They've got it up to halfway, but Gabriel's in control there and plays it to David Luiz. I was surprised actually the amount of Arsenal fans that were calling for Rob Holding to be recalled for this game. I'm not sure if that was a sensible decision. I think that David Luiz has been our most consistent defender this season, and I do feel that his partnership with Gabriel is a good partnership. So that was the defence I was wanting to see. So I was quite happy that that was how it's been. Of course, the left back situation is still the issue, isn't it? With Tierney not quite fit enough to start. Abel Sarap then just gave away a foul by on Dani Ceballos. That's a long ball played forward there from David Luiz, looking for Bukayo Saka down this near side. Arsenal's right, but he was offside. He wouldn't have got it anyway. It was slightly over, hit the pass. It was a good idea. It was a good run from Saka. In fact, again, they've got a very high line, Benfica. If we can get them behind, we're gonna be in on goal, which has happened 2 or 3 times now. The offside flag's gone up. Very tight decisions they've been. The Benfica manager Jorge Jesus is quite animated on the touchline. Surely he can't want them to keep playing this high line. Anyway, Benfica are now looking to build an attack, but Gabriel tidies up well, finds David Luiz. Benfica haven't really threatened at all so far. Ball's up to Bukayo Saka. He holds it up well, finds Bellerin, and then he lays it off to Odegaard. Now it's with Xhaka inside the centre circle. That's a lovely ball through again, looking for Saka, but the defender just got there first, deflected it back towards the goalkeeper. It's not a back pass. It was just a deflection on the pass. But again, Arsenal looking dangerous as they come forward, looking for Bukayo Saka, getting in behind. There's so much space. I say the Benfica defence are very, very high up the pitch, almost on a halfway line most of the time, actually. So as soon as we get the ball, if we can get somebody through, Odegaard's done well there in midfield, but Ceballos takes over, spreads the ball out to the far side. Arsenal's left with Cedric Suarez coming forward down that far side, finds Aubameyang, who's right on the touchline. He plays it back into the Arsenal half. Gabriel pings it out to the left again to Cedric. He was looking for the runner Smith Rowe, who'd gone ahead of him, but it was there at the right back. I'm just struggling with their names at the minute. It's Goncalves, the full back there, done well. But Arsenal got the ball again, deep inside our own half. David Luiz plays a long ball over the top, but again, it just runs through to the goalkeeper. But you can see what Arsenal are trying to do. They're looking for that space in behind. I'll say if one ball can come off, then I really do feel as though we're going to have a lot of joy there. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a throw now to Benfica on this near side. Arsenal's right. It came off Odegaard there. He's trying to win the ball in midfield. He snaps again, and again we win it in midfield, but it's gone out for another throw to Benfica. It was Saka that time. Saka and Odegaard combining well to break up the Benfica move, but it is going to be a throw on his near side. The left back, Grimaldo's taking it. He's highly rated actually, but I say that Mike last night was saying that he's a good attacking fullback, but not necessarily so good defensively. So maybe Tierney's got the edge on him then, because he's good at both ends of the pitch, isn't he? So. But of course, he's only on the bench tonight. Let's remember. Hopefully, he'll be ready to play on Sunday. Another difficult game, isn't it? Against the league leaders. Just saw an interesting stat today, actually, that the last 2 longest unbeaten runs, winning runs that Pep's gone through, both with Bayern Munich. Both of them 2 runs were ended by Arsenal. Of course, they're currently in the middle of a record winning run again, aren't they? So. Hopefully that's a good sign. But there's a shot there came in from Benfica. Again, it was the German Waldschmidt. He seems to be their most lively forward, but it got deflected, the shot, and it didn't come to anything for Benfica. Now Arsenal can build and attack themselves. Ceballos plays it into Odegaard. That was a good ball. He's got options left and right. He finds Saka on this near side. Saka now facing the fullback. Odegaard goes on the outside, but Saka comes inside, finds Aubameyang on the edge of the area. He lays it back to Xhaka. This is good from Arsenal. We're pinning Benfica back now. Cedric on the far side. He whips the ball in, but it's too high, too far, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Well, it's good play from Arsenal. We're on the front foot, making some good we're passing well, actually keeping possession of the ball well. We haven't quite managed to create a clear-cut opportunity yet. There's 12 minutes gone so far, but it's been a lively start from Arsenal, a bright start, and yeah, we're really on the front foot, which is good to see. But so we haven't managed to actually create a clear-cut opening yet. I mean, Benfica have barely been in our half, so it's been definitely a positive start. But you know, it's like anything, isn't it? When you're on top of games, you've got to make the most of it and get a goal, and we haven't quite managed to do that yet. So we're going to have to see if we can turn this good start into a goal, which of course is going to be an away goal, which I still can't quite get my head around. But anyway, it is what it is. Bellerin's now got the ball on his near side, finds Bukayo Saka and gets it back. Bellerin now striding over halfway. This is positive from Hector Bellerin. Of course, he did score, didn't he? His first goal of the season at the weekend, but he's just had it taken off him now. But it's just gone out. It was Weigl, actually, the midfield player for Benfica. He kind of run out of steam a little bit there, Bellerin. It was a good run, charging through deep inside our half, deep inside the Benfica half. But he kind of ran out of steam, ran out of ideas and options, and in the end, Benfica managed to get the ball back, and they've now got a throw on this near side. But it was a good positive run from Bellerin. He's done that a couple of times already in this game. I say Boyd probably from that goal that he scored, of course, against Leeds. Good goal it was as well. Cedric now has got the ball for Arsenal. He's going to play it back to Gabriel just outside the Arsenal penalty area, and he plays it back to Bernd Leno. Leno's not in any particular hurry and kicks it long this time, looking for Aubameyang through the middle, but it was good defending that from Otamendi. Of course, those two have come up against each other before, haven't they, in the Premier League over the years. Aubameyang's done fairly well against him, I suppose, but of course, Man City, not often that we beat them, is it? We did, of course, win in the semi-final of the FA Cup against them last season, but Otamendi wasn't playing in that game. I don't think he was. Anyway, Arsenal now came forward down the far side, the left-hand side with Smith Rowe. Hasn't really got a lot of support in front of him, so he goes back to Cedric, but he gets it back again. Cedric now went on an overlap, but it was well defended by Benfica, and it's gone out off Smith Rowe for a throw to Benfica on the far side. The majority of our attacks are coming down that left-hand side for Arsenal, actually, so far. We maybe need to get Bukayo Saka in this game a little bit more. He's not had much of a kick yet, certainly not in the attacking third. He's done some good defensive work, but he hasn't managed to really get forward yet. But anyway, David Luiz plays the ball back there to Bernd Leno, and he plays it into Gabriel, and he comes back to Hector Bellerin, and Arsenal just keeping the ball knocking around. Benfica aren't particularly pressing us that much. They were pressing a little bit there with the goalkeeper, but Xhaka now can bring the ball out of defence, plays it into midfield to Saka, but it was robbed of him there, actually. Otamendi stepped in and done well. Now Vertonghen's got the ball for Benfica. Otamendi again plays it out to the far side. Arsenal not really pressing either too much when Benfica have the ball. Now Benfica coming forward. This is from Núñez, their record signing, but he's kicked the ball straight out there for a throw to Arsenal on the far side. He was trying to link with Walden-Schmidt, but he wasn't able to get the pass right, and it went out for an Arsenal throw, which currently back with Bernd Leno inside the penalty area, kicks it long towards halfway. Nobody's really there though, and Otamendi will just clear it away. Hoofs a long high ball, actually. Bellerin's underneath it. It's a good header, and now suddenly Odegaard has got a little run on his near side. Saka's going outside him now. He cuts inside Odegaard. Oh, he tried to play the ball inside Vertonghen there for Saka, but Vertonghen did well. He read the situation and he managed to clear it away. Another dangerous play from Arsenal. It was a good run that from Odegaard. Saka made the great run outside him and then moved to come inside the fullback, and Odegaard tried to knock the ball through, but it was good play from Vertonghen. Good defending, actually, from the former Tottenham man. He read the situation well, came across and managed to tidy up for Benfica. That was surely a foul there on Gabriel. It was by Núñez, I think it was, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. He's not had much of a kick yet, has he? The record Benfica signing. He's not scored that many goals from this season. I think he's only got about 7 or 8 maybe, and he's maybe struggled a little bit for goals. But that's been Benfica's problem all season, a bit like ours really. I mean, we haven't scored as many goals as we should have done. And of course, we did score 4, of course, on Sunday, didn't we, against Leeds? But the way Leeds played, we were always going to get chances, wasn't we? Exciting game that was to watch as well, certainly for the neutral. The last 20 minutes was a little bit nervy for us, I guess, but we did hang on quite comfortably, I guess, and got the 3 points. All suddenly, there's a mistake there by Otamendi, but the goalkeeper came out of his area and headed the ball away just as Smith Rowe looked as though he might be in. It's good goalkeeping, actually. So that high line from Benfica almost caused them problems then when Otamendi tried to do an overhead kick to clear the ball and missed it, and it looked as though Smith Rowe was going to be in, but the goalkeeper Helton came out and headed it clear. Good reactions there from the goalkeeper, actually. He had to be on his toes, and he dealt with it well. That's a great ball. Bellerin now down the right hand side. Saka's in the middle. Surely it's going to be a goal. Aubameyang. Oh, he's missed. Saka and Aubameyang were both free there. It's a lovely bit of play from Arsenal. This time it was down the right-hand side. So Ceballos played the ball into Bellerin. He got in behind, rolled it across the box, and Aubameyang there has got pretty much an open goal, and he's put it wide. That is a terrible, terrible miss from Aubameyang. That is ridiculous. I mean, yes, he had the goalkeeper to beat, 6 yards out. He's got to put that in. He's got to put that in. I mean, his confidence must have been sky high after the hat-trick he got at the weekend. Yeah, good out in 50 minutes. It is, Mark. Yeah, I think we've started well. We're on the front foot, but apart from that chance there, we haven't really created a lot, have we? Yeah, we have pinned them back. It's been good. And yeah, that must have been from that miss. I mean, how did he miss that? That was crazy, really. I mean, it was on a plate for him, wasn't it, by Bellerin? Saka was in there as well. But Bellerin picked out his captain at the far post. All he had to do was just get it on target, and it was a goal. But somehow he put it wide from, I say, about 5-6 yards out. Terrible miss out. Let's hope it doesn't come back to haunt us, because would have been an early away goal as well. But anyway, it's been a good start from Arsenal. That's the main thing. We just need to get this goal when we're on top, and that we're not going to get many clearer chances than that, are we? Gabriel now tries to ping a ball over the top, looking for Smith Rowe. He's going to get there actually out on that far side. Can he keep it in? Oh, he just can't quite. Good ball that from Gabriel, looking for Smith Rowe. He just couldn't quite kick the ball in. But it has been a really bright start of this from Arsenal. First 20 minutes. Mike last night was saying that he said the first 20 minutes would be important for Benfica to stay in the game and not concede a goal. And they've managed to do that, although they shouldn't have done, because Aubameyang really should have scored. Absolute sitter, certainly for his standards, And I say after that hat-trick at the weekend, it fell to the man he'd want it to fall to. But unfortunately, on this occasion, he wasn't able to score. But here we come again. Again, Aubameyang's in behind on that far side. This time he puts a cross in looking for Saka, but it didn't quite reach him, and Vertonghen was in. But Aubameyang has been flagged offside again on that far side. But Arsenal getting in behind the defence every single time we get forward. Again, I don't think he was offside. Very, very tight. Linesman gave it. I'm not sure if VAR is actually being used. But anyway, he was given as offside. And it's going to be a free kick to Benfica. But every time we get the ball, we're looking to just put it into that space behind the Benfica defence. We're very, very high. And we're just not quite getting them runs right at the moment. The flag keeps going up. Yeah, no, I think we'll get more chances. We are playing well, but that was an absolute shocker, wasn't it? For Aubameyang standards, a player of his quality should be burying that all day long. But let's hope he makes up for it soon and gets a goal. Quite often with strikers, they'll miss a chance like that, and then he'll probably ping one in from 25 yards, won't he, later on? But let's hope he does. But Benfica now are starting to have a little bit more possession now, just inside our half. They're not putting us under any real pressure defensively, but this is probably their best spell of possession so far. Vertonghen plays the ball out to his left-hand side. He's got the ball back again on halfway. Arsenal actually forcing Benfica back. Otamendi there. He looks quite clumsy with the ball sometimes, doesn't he, Otamendi? He did for Manchester City. I think we need to maybe try and keep targeting him, put some balls in towards him when we were attacking, and we might get some joy. But I say Benfica still got possession of the ball. This is easily their best spell of possession so far in this game. It took them 22 minutes to really get a foot on the ball. It's now Grimaldo on this near side, the left back, highly rated from Barcelona, of course. But he hasn't really got many opportunities to get forward yet, and none of the Benfica players have. But I say they are still in possession now. They probably had 2 or 3 minutes of possession here, knocking it around. But we're forcing them back again. Otamendi's currently got the ball, pings it into midfield to Weigl, but it's going to be it's Taarabt actually. It's going to be a free kick there. Dani Ceballos went through the back of him there, and I mean he did win the ball, but he did go through the back of him, so you can't really have too many complaints about that. And it's a free kick to Benfica. Otamendi's now got the ball, tries to ping a long ball over the top. Actually, it's David Luiz comes across. Nunez was looking to try and get in there, but between Gabriel and David Luiz, we dealt with it, and it's Gabriel who got a long ball forward. And it's going to be another free kick to Arsenal. They have foul on Granit Xhaka. The Benfica man wasn't really sure what he did, but he did back into him, and it was a foul. But this was a chance this there for Nunez. It wasn't really a chance. It was a long ball over the top. Good defending by David Luiz, actually. Was strong, held him off. And then Gabriel could complete the clearance. So they're a good partnership, those two, I think. Yeah, maybe it is concentration, yeah. I mean, you can see what Benfica's approach has been. I think they're almost encouraging us to have possession of the ball. And I say they've got a really high line, haven't they? I don't know whether they might change their approach in the second half. But quite often, you know, with these 2-leg ties, with the home and away, I know this isn't really a home advantage as such, but a 0-0 draw, if you're at home in the first leg, actually isn't a bad result, is it? Because you've only got to score an away goal, and then suddenly the pressure's on the other team to score 2. So I don't think Benfica would mind a 0-0 draw, if I'm totally honest, and then see if they can get a goal next week in Athens. But let's hope we can at least get at least one away goal in this game. So important it's been. We've got knocked out on away goals, haven't we, in Europe? Quite a lot over the time. Of course, last season was another example of that, when we got knocked out on away goals by Olympiacos in the second leg, which went to extra time, which did kind of give them an extra half an hour to score an away goal, more than what we had. But anyway, that's a debate for another time. The rules have been the same for years, haven't they? I guess it's just we've been on the wrong end of away goals, haven't we? Quite a lot in Europe, and the Champions League before as well. A few times I remember Bayern Munich knocking us out on away goals. Monaco as well, I think it was, wasn't it, one year? Bellerin and Saka, they're linking up really well again. Aubameyang dropped really deep actually to the halfway line. He's now coming forward down this right hand side. He's got Bellerin outside him, which he finds on this near touch line. He then plays it forward to Saka, but again he's offside. We're just not timing these runs right. Saka looks frustrated. I don't know if he was looking for the ball a little bit earlier there. I mean, Bellerin did play it to him first time. He was offside, but it's a good line from Benfica, actually. They look very organised at the back. But we just need to get one of them passes right and we'll be in. I say it almost for that chance from Aubameyang, that was what happened, wasn't it? Bellerin got in down the right-hand side and put the ball across. Bellerin's had a good start to this game. He takes a lot of criticism, Hector Bellerin. But he's had a really good start to this game. He set up the goal. The chance, sorry, it should have been a goal. I'll call it a goal because it should have been a goal. Yeah, it's about 5 offsides. It might have been more than that. It seems like every time we're going forward, that they're so high, aren't they, that we're just not timing our runs right. But I say it's only going to take one to get through, isn't it? We only need to get through once, and then we'll be in. That's another ball there. Again, looking for Saka. This time he is in, and he's onside, inside the penalty on his near side. Saka plays it back towards Odegaard. A lovely little reverse pass to Bellerin just outside the penalty area. He plays it into Odegaard again. He does well. Comes back to Bukayo Saka. But there's no movement in front of him, so he goes back to Odegaard again. That was good play from Arsenal. Just couldn't quite get anything on the end of that, though. But Ceballos there plays the ball through it. Falls to Hector Bellerin now. Saka on the edge. Yeah, cuts inside. Bends a shot in straight at the goalkeeper. Comfortable save. But he done well there, Bukayo Saka. Cutting from that right-hand side onto his left foot. And Cole was shot him, but it was a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. You could see what he wanted to do. As soon as he got that ball, he was looking to come back onto his left foot. And it was a good curling effort, but it was far too close to the goalkeeper in the end. A comfortable save. And Benfica now looking to try and build an attack of their own, but Gabriel should tidy this up, and he does. He finds Bellerin. So Bellerin's been at the heart of a lot of good things that we've done. Yeah, it was a great pass from Odegaard. Yeah, he's looking good, isn't he? I thought he looked really good at the weekend as well, and he's had a good start to this game. I like the way he just gets the ball on a half turn and he's looking to play it forward quickly. And I think that's going to be really important for us over the rest of this season. And let's hope beyond. Let's hope we can actually get him on a permanent deal, because he does look a very good player. Maybe the successor to the Mesut Ozil crown, maybe in that number 10 position. Left-footed as well, isn't he? Very similar type of player, but obviously a lot younger as well. So let's hope we can maybe get that sorted out at the end of the season. But I'm certainly been impressed with what I've seen of him so far. It's still early days, of course. But now Benfica are trying to build an attack down this near side. But again, we force them back into their own half. We've defended actually pretty well when we've needed to. We've kept Benfica at arm's length. But they still got possession of the ball down this near side. I say again, it's probably their second decent spell of possession, but they're not causing us any problems at all. We're forcing them back, shutting the spaces. And that's a loose pass there, which Smith Rowe's going to pick up now down that far side, running at the defender. He's gone past him. He's into the penalty area, Smith Rowe. He's gone past him twice, trying to play it across towards Aubameyang inside the penalty area, but Benfica did manage to deal with that. But it was good play that from Smith Rowe. It was poor pass actually from midfield, and he picked it up inside the centre circle, ran at the Benfica defence, twisted and turned, got the ball across the box, but Benfica did manage to deal with it. And now on a counter-attack, Benfica have actually won their first corner. It was a cross there, it was deflected away, but it was a poor ball that led to an Arsenal break. But Waldschmidt seems to be their main threat actually coming forward. He looks a decent player actually, the German. He's had a good start to this game for Benfica. He's probably been their brightest player, certainly in an attacking sense so far. And he's going to take this corner on the far side. Looks like he's going to swing it in. The referee there is just having a word with a couple of the players there, tangling in the penalty area. Hector Bellerin was one of Vertonghen. They've had a few battles over the years, haven't they? North London derbies. Corner comes into the near post, but it was well headed out by Smith Rowe. But Waldschmidt gets it again. Cutting inside now, he's going to deliver a cross into the box. Hector Bellerin wins a header well ahead of Otamendi. And it's going to be a throw to Benfica. Good defending that was there from Hector Bellerin again. I say he's having a decent game. We need to give him credit when he plays well, and he's certainly having a good game here. But Benfica have got a throw now on this near side there left. It's going to be taken by Grimaldo, the left back. He throws it backwards towards halfway to Vertonghen, and he finds Otamendi. Benfica again now, they've settled into this game a little bit more now. They're still not really putting us under any defensive pressure, but they're keeping the ball a bit better than they were. Vertonghen now's got the ball about 15 yards inside the Benfica half, and he's now going to go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Helton. Of course, he's done quite well actually, the goalkeeper so far. He hasn't had a lot to do, but he's come out of his area well. He's read the game well, and he did make that save from Bukayo Saka, a comfortable save though it was. David Luiz now has got the ball on his near side, plays it back to Dani Ceballos, who's inside the Arsenal penalty area, and he goes back to Bernd Leno. No Benfica players in the penalty area, so Leno's got plenty of time to decide what he wants to do. He actually brings the ball outside the penalty area. He's now closed down by Waldschmidt and plays it into Granit Xhaka. And now he's got it back again. Smith Rowe surprisingly, well, yeah, he did a good run there, didn't he? He's not known for the pace isn't his main strength, is it? But he did really well on that particular occasion and almost set up a chance for Aubameyang. But now suddenly Benfica are coming forward. It's Nunes in the penalty area. Leno nearly spilt it there. Got away with that one. Wasn't a very good shot actually from Darwin Nunes. He cut inside onto his right foot. Didn't really strike it particularly well. But Bernd Leno almost made a bit of a fumble of it. It spilled out of his hands, but luckily away from the goal. and it wasn't a problem. But that was the first real effort on goal that Benfica have managed. So just 32 minutes gone. We've kept them really well at arm's length, but they did get through us there. It was a slip by Granit Xhaka in the build-up to that, actually, which created a little bit of space. And I say Nunes just got in there on the right-hand side of the penalty area, or the left-hand side from Benfica's point of view, our right-hand side, cut inside, and he couldn't quite get a powerful enough shot to really trouble Bernd Leno. Well, I'll say he didn't pick it up very cleanly. But anyway, David Luiz has now got the ball deep inside the Arsenal half, striding forward, plays it over the top, looking for Smith Rowe, but it was well defended again by Benfica. They have defended them balls quite well, and when we have got through, we've been offside. So you've got to maybe give them credit for their organisation at the back. It's a high line, almost like the old George Graham Arsenal days, actually. The amount of offsides we used to get back in them days. And Benfica's defence is very similar kind of defensive style, actually. But it's going to be a free kick now. Granit Xhaka's fouled Taarabt but pretty much on the halfway line, actually. Again, he's gone through the back of him, clear foul. The referee wanted to let the game flow, actually, but he did have to end up giving a free kick. Nunes now plays the ball out wide to the far side. But again, Arsenal force Benfica back, although they are keeping possession pretty well. Pizzi there gets the ball. He's scored a lot of goals for Benfica this season from midfield. He doesn't play every week either, actually, but he's got the ball again here on this near side. And he plays it back to Weigl in midfield as well. He's their defensive midfield player. Gets the ball back again. Plays a nice, neat and tidy pass. He's done that quite well, actually, for Benfica. Nothing flashy or clever about him. He just gets the ball and moves it on. What you want from your holding midfield player, actually. That's what they're there for. And he's done a decent job for Benfica so far in this game. Ball's kind of gone away back to the Benfica goalkeeper, Helton, who goes long towards the far side, but it's gone straight out for an Arsenal throw. Wasn't a great clearance, actually, looking for Goncalves out on the far side, the right wing back for Benfica. So they've defended pretty well, Benfica, but they haven't posed us any problems at all. It's been a comfortable first 35 minutes for us, really. And I say we should be in front as well. That great chance for Aubameyang, who's coming forward again down his left-hand side. Is he offside? He looks offside, and again, he is offside. We've really got to time these runs better. He just needed to look along the line. He's just gone too early, and he was offside again. Again, it's a good line from Benfica defensively. It's a very Tony Adams and Steve Bold kind of line-up at the back there. Very, very solid line it is. It's a high line, but it's a good line so far, and we haven't managed to get in behind. But I say it's only going to take one opportunity, really, isn't it, to do that, and hopefully we can get a goal. But Nunes now for Benfica on the far side, as they're looking to maybe try to get an attack going of their own. They've grown into this game a little bit more, actually. We had a really good start first 20 minutes. Of course, we should have scored, and since then Benfica have grown into the game a little bit more, and they've had a lot more possession of the ball. But I say they haven't really caused us too many problems. There was just that one chance for Nunes, which was a comfortable, well, it should have been a comfortable save for Leno. He did make a bit of a meal of it, but anyway, he kept it out, which is the main thing, of course. Suddenly Benfica now, Gabriel slips again on the pitch, and Benfica are looking to come into the penalty area, but Cedric Suarez does well, tidies up, and Leno just plays it out to Bellerin, trying to start an attack again. Ceballos is very deep inside his own penalty area, but he does well. Nice turn. Plays it into Bukayo Saka, who's very central now. He's got the ball again, finds his partner, Granit Xhaka, who plays it out to the left-hand side to Cedric Suarez and Smith Rowe, right on that far touchline. Granit Xhaka's now got the ball again on halfway, plays it out to his near side. He was looking for Hector Bellerin, but it wasn't a great ball. It's gone straight out for a throw. That's a poor pass, actually, from Granit Xhaka. He's been playing well, actually, recently. Playing really well, but that was a poor pass there. But it's a throw now to Benfica on this near side, which Grimaldo is going to take again. The left well, he's playing left wing back in this particular game. He's generally left back, isn't he, when they play a flat back four. Referees there giving a free kick there to Arsenal, a foul on Bukayo Saka. I'm liking this referee, I've got to be honest. He's trying to let the game flow. He's not constantly blowing for free kicks that don't need to be blown for. And I think he's having a good game, the referee. Just, you know, you watch these European games now, and I remember years ago the European referees used to be terrible. They used to like not enjoy the games at all. But you just see how poor our referees are when you see some of these refs in Europe. They've got a lot more. They seem to have a lot more understanding of the game, and you know they're quite prepared to use their common sense as well, it seems. And I say this ref tonight is Turkish actually. He's had a good game so far. No doubt he'll give Benfica a dodgy penalty soon. But anyway, I'll only give it as I see it, and at the moment he's done well. So fair play to him for that. But Arsenal have now got a throw-in over on the far side, halfway inside the Benfica half, which Cedric's going to take. Denis Ceballos has got the ball in the centre, striding forward for Arsenal, deep inside the Benfica half, plays it to Granit Xhaka, looking to maybe clip a ball into the box. He does, but it's cleared away by Otamendi, but it falls to Denis Ceballos. Plays a ball for looking for Bellerin, but it was cleared up by the left back there. Grimaldo, but it's only gone for a throw to Arsenal on this near side, which Odegaard looked as though he was going to take, but in the end he's left it for Hector Bellerin. It's in line with a penalty area on his near side. He finds Odegaard. Odegaard actually stands on the ball, but still manages to find Hector Bellerin. Tried a little nutmeg there on Weigl, but he didn't quite pull it off. But anyway, Hector Bellerin's now got clear again down this near side. What's the delivery like this time? Tries to roll it into the near post. The defender didn't do very well. Smith Rowe was in. Tried to pull it back. The goalkeeper's cleared it out for a corner. Again, Bellerin's got clear down his right-hand side. Maybe it wasn't the greatest ball this time. You could see what he was trying to do, but it wasn't great defending from Benfica actually initially. Vertonghen didn't really deal with it, and Smith Rowe was in and tried to knock it back across the 6-yard box, but it has gone out for a corner to Arsenal. It was close. It was very close, but it is a corner on this near side. I think Smith Rowe's going to take this one. Oh, actually, it might be Odegaard. They look quite similar, actually. It is Odegaard. It was a short corner. It didn't work very well, actually, and Benfica have won it back. But there's a slip there from Tarat, and Arsenal got the ball back with Odegaard. He finds Smith Rowe on his near side. He's now come over to this left, to this right-hand side, Smith Rowe. So Ceballos now has got the ball. Gabriel still up actually in the penalty area. Odegaard's another little 1-2. Odegaard's gone through. What a great run. Oh, and it fell to Ceballos. Why didn't he shoot? Oh, great feat that was from Odegaard inside the penalty area. Skipped past 2 challenges. Really good play there from Odegaard. Lovely little back heel initially. David Luiz, it was offside anyway, but he should have scored. Odegaard should have had a shot there. Instead, he tried to find Ceballos. It was just slightly behind him. It wouldn't have counted anyway. The flag was up for offside against David Luiz. But lovely play from Odegaard there. Brilliant feat inside the penalty area. It deserved the goal, and he should have gone himself and had a shot. But it's another close call there for Arsenal. I'll say that wouldn't have counted because it was offside. But anyway, Benfica are now looking to get an attack of their own with Waldschmidt down this near side. But again, we forced them. Oh, I'm back. I think my internet's just had a few problems. I'm having a few internet issues at the minute. But anyway, apologies for that. Seems to have some sort of internet connection problem. Don't know if it's to do with the weather, but anyway, hopefully we're back now. Nothing much happened then anyway. It was just a bit of midfield play from Benfica, but they are coming forward now with Tarat. But again, it was good defending from Gabriel. He's had a solid start to this game as well. First half, I say start. We're nearly at half time. It's nearly 42 minutes played. It is still 0-0, but Arsenal have dominated this game in every aspect apart from the score. But we should be ahead, of course, as I've said before. A really, really terrible miss from Aubameyang after about 18 minutes when he somehow put the ball wide from about 4 yards with just the goalkeeper to beat. But anyway, let's hope that doesn't come back to haunt us. Ceballos then plays it back to Gabriel. We've been really comfortable in possession, actually. And now we've got an attack maybe down that far side. Smith Rowe right on the touchline. Cedric's gone ahead of him. This is good play. Cedric gets a corner there off Otamendi. So a little bit of pace there, Cedric getting forward. He's had a good game as well. The two fullbacks have played well for Arsenal in this first half. We have got a corner now on the far side. I think Odegaard's going to go over and take this one as well. The corners haven't been great so far, have they? We haven't had many of them. Smith Rowe's currently down, actually, with a little bit of an injury issue. Let's hope it's nothing too serious. Yeah, he'd obviously put that good ball in, didn't he, for the chance? And the last ball he put in there wasn't that great. I think he's had a decent game, though, Bellerin. He's got forward well. Yes, sometimes the final ball needs to be better, and we could create a few more better opportunities. But I think he's playing well. And I thought he's defended well when he's needed to as well. But and I say he should have had an assist, shouldn't he? Smith Rowe's now back to his feet. I think he's going to be okay. He's not moving particularly freely yet, but it is nearly half time, so I'm sure that they can get him a little bit more treatment during the break. But he's currently had to go off. Anyway, this corner's coming in now from Odegaard on the far side. It's going to be an outswing, of course, with his left foot. Everybody's queuing up by the penalty spot. All the Arsenal players, Benfica are going zonal by the look of it. Odegaard's ball. It's very deep towards Gabriel. Gabriel gets ahead of him, but it's gone harmlessly wide. Again, it wasn't a greatest corner, was it? It wasn't the greatest corner routine from Arsenal, letting us down a little bit. The set pieces. Odd that since we got the set piece coach, I don't think we've scored from a set piece, have we? But anyway, we're in the final minute now of the first half. It is 0-0, and it's been all Arsenal, really, all the way through this half. But we haven't really created too many clear-cut opportunities. Just that one real chance there from Aubameyang, and that was it. We've had a couple of near opportunities where we've got into some good areas, not quite managed to produce the right final ball. So that one from Odegaard just a minute ago, I'll say it had been an offside already, but it was a lovely bit of play, and he didn't want to shoot. You know, very, very similar to the Arsene Wenger Arsenal midfield. If you remember, they never liked to shoot either, did they? Like to try and walk it in, and that was what we tried to do there. But we haven't had too many clear-cut chances. It has been a decent performance from Arsenal. That was a foul again by Vertonghen on Saka. There's going to be 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Must have really been for that on Smith Rowe, because there hasn't been any other stoppages to speak of. But Arsenal have got a free kick, which Bellerin's just rolled it back to David Luiz. It wasn't a great ball, actually. David Luiz had to turn and face his own goal, but he's come out to the far side to Granit Xhaka. He plays a ball up the line, looking for Aubameyang. But Otamendi was in quickly there, and it's going to be a throw to Arsenal over on the far side. I mean, you've got to say it's been a satisfactory first half from Arsenal. The fact that, you know, it's 0-0, we haven't conceded a goal, we haven't really conceded any chances. The only disappointment for me is that, there's a mistake there, and suddenly they're in. Grimaldi tries to pull it back. It was a good defensive header there from Ceballos. Terrible pass that was. I think it was Granit Xhaka, was it? Or was it Gabriel? Not sure who played the ball there. It fell to the left back there. Grimaldo, maybe he could have had a shot as well, but instead he tried to play it across, and it actually hit Dani Ceballos on the back. And it has gone out for a throw to Benfica, but that was a chance created there by Benfica, but it was our own mistake there. I think it might have been Granit Xhaka with the ball, actually. Dangerous ball across his own box. But it's a corner to Benfica. Arsenal have defended it well, but it's going to be a free kick anyway. A bit of climbing there by the Benfica man in the 6-yard box. But that was a bit of a let-off there for Arsenal. It wasn't a great play, was it, at all? And we've got away with it a little bit. And the referee has actually blown for half-time now. It is 0-0 in at the break. Arsenal have been the better team, not a lot of chances. We should be 1-0 up, of course, as I've said. But right at the end of the half there, Benfica, that's their best chance. Again, it was down to our mistake. They didn't create it themselves. The left back, Grimaldo, got into the box on the left-hand side. He maybe should have shot. A bit like the Odegaard one at the other end. He tried to play the ball across the box, and this time it hit Danny Ceballos and went out for a corner. So Arsenal did get away with that one there. But that's the only real chance that Benfica have had. It's been comfortable for Arsenal pretty much through this game. There's not been too many problems at all. Defensively, we've dominated possession, but we just haven't quite managed to find a way to break down this well-organised Benfica defence. That's been the problem of this first half. But I'm optimistic going into the second half that we will get more chances and we'll be able to get the goal that we desperately need. I mean, an away goal would be fantastic, wouldn't it, to take to Athens next week? And let's hope that we can find one in the second half and win this game, because we've certainly been the better team. But I say they've been organised, Benfica. They've been resilient, and we'll say we've found it difficult to get in behind their higher defensive line. I say it's out of the George Graham book of defending, really, that first half from Benfica. But yeah, I'm reasonably satisfied with that first half there. I thought we played pretty well overall. So, that little mistake at the end nearly cost us, but we got away with it. And let's hope that we learn from that. And we play again. I think if we play like that in the second half, I think the game has got to open up a little bit more. I say Benfica will probably be reasonably happy with a goalless draw, actually, won't they? I say an away goal next week for them puts them in a strong position. So we need to do a little bit more, I think, going forward. We just need to time them runs a little bit better, and I'm sure we will get one or two decent chances, because I say they're leaving themselves open in behind. There's a lot of space between the defence and the goalkeeper for us to come in and exploit, but we just haven't quite managed to time those runs yet. But I'm sure we will do. Right, I am going to nip away for a brief drink at half time, and I'll obviously be back for the second half in a few minutes. So stay tuned to the channel, and I'll be back in the other side of this. Hello, welcome back. Just a little break there for half time. So it is 0-0. I'll put the score back up. Not there's been any goals to put up there, but I say it is 0-0. I say it wasn't a bad performance with it from Arsenal at half time. I didn't think it was. I thought it was a decent first half performance, and just unfortunately wasn't able to get that goal. But we'll see how the second half pans out. I don't know whether Benfica are going to take any more risks, throw any more men forward, or whether they're going to be quite happy to keep it at 0-0, as I said, because then, if they do manage to score next week, then it's difficult for us, isn't it? I think Benfica will be more worried about us not scoring maybe than them scoring. That's certainly been the pattern of this first half. But of course, Aubameyang, I still can't believe how he missed that chance. But anyway, he has, and it's 0-0. So let's see if we can. I just think I want to see us maybe be a little bit more on the not much on the front foot, but just when we go forward to be a little bit more decisive. I think sometimes we haven't quite managed to make that final ball regularly enough to really put them under pressure and make their goalkeeper work a little bit harder, because he hasn't had a lot to do, has he, the goalkeeper, in that first half, unfortunately. So that's the only downside for me. But it's been a decent performance. We just need to see if we can get this goal to make next week a little bit, not easy, but maybe a little bit more comfortable, perhaps, if we can do that. But yeah, it's been a decent first half. I say I'm pretty happy with with how that's gone. So just need the goal. That's just need to finish it off, really, don't we? Get that goal, and then I'm sure we'll be fine. Just sorting out a few things ready for me. The after-match show that I'll be doing. So getting that sorted out, ready for later. So 10 o'clock, that show's going live. So stay tuned afterwards. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put a link out now on Twitter for that show. Actually, can I find a way of doing that? Let's just have a look if I can. Oh yeah, I should be able to. But yeah, so I'm going to put a link. I'll put a link to that show. So I'll just do that now. I'll put it on Twitter. So please. Yeah, I've just put that on Twitter as well, so you can access it from there. And I will actually put it on. That's it. So that's on there. But that's at 10 o'clock. That is. So it's going to be a live fan reaction show. I've got maybe 4 or 5 guys coming on just to give their thoughts on the performance as well. Obviously at the final whistle. I'm just nipping on to another channel straight after the game. So I'll be on there straight after the final whistle for about 10 minutes. And then I'll be back over here again on the aftermatch show. The first one I did the other day on Sunday, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. Seemed to get some good feedback as well, which was nice. So let's hope that you guys are enjoying it as well. And I might keep doing it for every game. It won't go on for too long, because doing a 2-hour watch along on the channel is quite hard work. I know you guys might not think so, but it is quite tough. It's quite mentally draining. So the camera's just collapsed. Not ideal, is it? There we go. That's better, isn't it? It's not very straight, actually, is it? I don't know what's going on. The tripod's not very good. That's the problem. I need to get a better tripod for it, and then it might be better. But anyway, there we go. That's not too bad, is it? So yeah, that's going to be after the match, I say, going on there, and we'll see how that works out. Mark's back in the chat. How you doing, Mark? Oh, Odegaard, he's looking superb. He is, isn't he? What a great player he is. Yeah. No, he looks a great player, doesn't he? I say I really, really hope we can sort out a deal to maybe get him on a permanent at the end of the season when his loan is up, because I say I think he's got some talent, hasn't he? And it's sort of player that we really need. You know, this is where we've struggled this season, hasn't it? Been breaking teams down, and he's got that little bit extra, hasn't he, in that final third to create those little get into those little pockets of space and create some problems. Anyway, the teams are out now for the second half, so we'll be getting going again very, very soon. Smith Rowe's back out, so that injury that he had at the end of the first half doesn't seem to have been too serious, thankfully, and he's back out there, and he's going to be contributing to the second half, hopefully contributing towards a goal. It looks like Benfica are making a change, actually. Not sure who's coming on for them, but I say Smith Rowe has come back out again. Yeah, it'd be good, wouldn't it, if we can do it? But it's difficult, isn't it? I don't know how much money they're going to want for him, because he's a very good player, isn't he? And good players don't come cheap, do they? Unfortunately, as we know. Anyway, number 27 for Benfica is coming on, which is Ferreira Silva. Not sure who's going off for them, actually. But anyway, I'm sure we'll find out in the course of time. So he's coming on for the second half. And yeah, but I don't think we've made any changes, so wouldn't have expected us to either. Actually, Benfica just coming out now. Actually, we were out first. I don't know whether their manager JJ or George Jesus, as he's known, I don't know whether he's had some words to say. Obviously, he's made a substitution, so I'm guessing he's not very happy with how that first half went for him. They're just doing a little warm up on the side before they come out. So I'll also be attacking the goal to our left in his second half. In the Olympic Stadium in Rome. And I say Benfica have made a substitution. It must have been a last-minute substitution, because he hasn't even got his shin pads on yet. Silva, who's coming on. So there's been a bit of a delay to this second half while he gets himself sorted out. So I'm not sure who's actually gone off for him yet. Could have been a few players, because nobody really sort of stood out for them in the first half, certainly not in an attacking sense. And actually making two subs. They're making two subs. It's actually Waldschmidt who's gone off. I mean, I said he was one of their better attacking players, actually, and they took him off. So it shows what I know. Unless they've changed their system, possibly. I'm not really sure. But anyway, that's the only sub I look of it that they have made at half time. And we're off and running for the second half. So Benfica kicked off attacking. They're attacking a goal to the right in the second half. Arsenal attacking a goal to our left. I don't know if you remember the penalty shootout we had here in the Champions League against Roma, 2009, I think it was. The penalties were down at the end that we were attacking in the second half. So maybe that'll be lucky, because we did win that penalty shootout 7-6, actually. Exciting, dramatic penalty shootout that was that night. Of course, we went through only to lose in the next round to Barcelona, I believe it was, that year. There was a spell, wasn't there, where we lost to Barcelona every year. But anyway, just to be in the Champions League again would be nice, wouldn't it? We took it for granted, really, didn't we, all those years that we were in it, 20-odd years, whatever it was, in a row. Maybe we just took it for granted that we'd always be there every year. And then since we dropped out back in 2017, we haven't managed to come back, have we? Unfortunately. But anyway, obviously winning this competition is a way back into it, isn't it? So let's hope that we can do that. And I say the first half performance has given me reason to be optimistic anyway. It was a good first half performance, but we'll see how the second half pans out. It's an important competition for us. I say, apart from the fact that we'll be getting into the Champions League, if we win it, it could be our only route back into the Europa Tour, unless we can go on a decent run in the the Premier League, sorry, between now and the end of the season. Looks like that Rafa Silva is coming on in a forward position. He's actually the player that Mike was saying he was really impressed with. Said he might cause us a few problems, so not sure why he didn't start them. But anyway, let's see how he performed in this second half. But he is now on for Waldschmidt. So I think it may be a tactical move as much as anything else. Anyway, we've got the ball now coming, making an attack there, but Ceballos ran into trouble, and now suddenly Benfica have got a counter attack down on that far side. It's the left back again, Grimaldo, sorry, who's coming forward. So he had that opportunity, didn't he, right at the end of the first half when, you know, he maybe could have had a shot himself. Instead, he chose to try to square it, and was perhaps the wrong choice in the end from a Benfica point of view. But luckily for us, it didn't lead to anything. But Benfica now enjoy a little bit of possession just on the edge of our penalty area. They just get inside the penalty area now. They get a shot away, but it's Leno there with a comfortable save. It was Pizzi there with the shot. But it was good play there from Benfica, actually. They showed a bit more attacking intent at the start of the second half. He tried to go across Leno into the far corner from the right-hand side, but it was a comfortable save for Leno. He didn't really get hold of the shot at all. We've just given the ball away. Xhaka again, been a little bit sloppy with some of his passing in this game. And Dani Ceballos has then given away a free kick to try to win the ball back. There's a couple of times now Xhaka's passing hasn't been great. They kind of got there at the same time. Ceballos just got ahead of him and his studs went down on him. But it's the second foul in a row that Ceballos was given away, actually. But anyway, it's going to be a free kick to Benfica. It's quite central, midway inside the Arsenal half. So we'll see how we defend this. We're about 10 yards outside the penalty area line of defence. So we're quite high as well, but it wasn't a great free kick actually. So Ceballos just easily intercepted it, and now we've got a break on this near side. Emil Smith-Rowe over halfway. He's looking for a bit of support. He has to come back to Dani Ceballos. Finds Granit Xhaka, and he plays it out to the far side to David Luiz. Bursting forward down that right-hand side, finds Saka right on the touchline. Saka now facing the left back, cuts inside onto his left foot, plays into the box. It's going to be a chance for Smith-Rowe. It's a good save from the keeper, but he was offside. Offside again. Great ball that was from Saka. I don't think Smith-Rowe really had a lot of conviction in his finish, if we're honest. He was offside anyway. Actually, he was miles offside when the ball reached him. Didn't really get hold of the shot, actually, did he? It was a decent save from the goalkeeper, but it wouldn't have counted anyway, as he was offside. But I say he seemed to lack a little bit of conviction for me there as it fell to him. Again, he was about 6 yards out, and he sort of straight at the goalkeeper. But I say he was offside, so we don't need to worry too much in the end because it wouldn't have counted even if he'd scored. But anyway, Benfica look offering a little bit more of an attacking threat in this second half, actually. But Saka's then won the ball back, and now he's coming forward down that far side. He's faced by Vertonghen. Can he go past him? He holds him up a little bit. He plays it into Odegaard. It wasn't a great ball, actually, from Saka. We didn't really make the most of that counter-attack, if I'm honest, there. And Benfica managed to get the ball away up to halfway. Yeah, I mean, I think we have been comfortable. But I say if it does finish 0-0, that's actually not a bad result for Benfica because if they do score next week, then we've got it all to do, and it's not really a home advantage, is it? As we said before. So I'd like to see us get a goal. Actually, I know we did win the first leg last year 1-0 away and still got knocked out, but I feel we deserve a goal. We deserve to win this game. This is a good bit of play, actually. Smith-Rowe down his near side, a good link up with Cedric there down the left. Again, Benfica maybe forcing back to Granit Xhaka, plays it into Ceballos, and he pings the ball back to Gabriel. We're keeping possession, but we have been forced all the way back now. But Cedric on his near side, Smith-Rowe's wanting the ball, but Cedric cuts inside. Instead finds Ceballos, who lets the ball run across him and nearly loses possession, actually. But Gabriel picks it up, finds Granit Xhaka. It's a better ball, switches it to Bellerin over on the far side. He's got Saka outside him. Instead, he goes short to Ceballos. Saka's still on that far touchline. Odegaard now He does find Saka, cuts inside, finds Bellerin. This is better from Arsenal. Bellerin into Ceballos, a nice 1-2. Saka into the box. This is great play. Oh, and he's put it just wide. Again, it was a great play there, but Saka dragged the shot wide. And we've had another opportunity. He goes begging. So close. Yeah, it was. A good move that was, actually. Really good play from Arsenal. But again, we just lacked the finish, don't we? Saka just cut through it, really, and couldn't put it into a corner. He dragged his shot wide. But Benfica now looking to try to have an opportunity of their own. Smith Rowe there gets caught in possession down on this near side, and I think Benfica won a corner out of that, actually. It was Pizzi again, looking dangerous. Is it a throw or is it a corner? I couldn't see where it went out. Yeah, I think it is a corner on this near side for Benfica. We've certainly had the better chances in this game, but we just haven't managed to find that finish. So Benfica have now got a corner which Pizzi's going to take on this near side. It's going to be an outswinger with his right foot. Instead, he goes short actually to the penalty area. It's a good little play this from Benfica, and again they've got another corner. And it's a penalty. He's given a penalty to Benfica. Handball from Smith Rowe, blocking the cross. He thought about it, the referee. What did I say earlier when I was praising him that he'd give them a penalty? I want to see a replay of that. Was it handball? I know the handball law these days has changed. He was moving away from it, actually. He has got his arm up, and I suppose, yeah, you can see why it's been given. His arm was up. It was very close, though, really. It was only a couple of yards away. I mean, seems a very soft one, very harsh, but that's the rule, isn't it? His arm was up like that, even though he turned his back. It has hit his arm. In fact, I think it's gone to VAR. No, it is a penalty. He has given a penalty. It's going to be Pizzi, I think, to take it, the captain, against Leno. This could be a big moment, actually. We certainly don't deserve to be losing this game, do we? But this is what happens when you don't take your chances. But Leno, he saved the penalty, didn't he, against Chelsea? Let's hope he can do it again. A really big moment this for Arsenal. 54 minutes gone in this game. It's a penalty to Benfica. Pizzi's going to take it against Leno. Oh, and Leno went the right way. Couldn't quite get his hand on it. Benfica have scored what could be an important goal for them. It was a soft penalty, but unfortunately that's the penalty rule these days, isn't it? Very harsh on Arsenal for the way that we've played in this game. Very harsh on Leno for that penalty as well, actually, because he actually did pretty well. He went the right way. He just couldn't quite get to it. He did almost done a little step and jump up as he come up to the penalty, so maybe didn't get the power he wanted, really, but he did manage to put it past Leno, who did go the right way. And that's a blow that is for Arsenal. It's been playing so well in this game as well. Arteta can't hide his disappointment there. That was not really deserved that from Benfica, if we're honest. But that's football, isn't it? You don't take your chances, and then something like that can happen. And yeah, unlucky handball. And Benfica have the lead. So 10 minutes gone in the second half. Just moments after we missed that chance as well with Bukayo Saka. Dragged his shot wide from a good position inside the area, and now we've been punished. And it's 1-0 to Benfica. Smith Rowe now looking to make up for that handball, and he's given the ball away though, actually. And now suddenly Benfica are looking to build a counter-attack down this near side. It's the substitute, Rafa. That's a good ball, actually. All good defending that was from, was that Granit Xhaka there? What a great tackle that was. Done really well there as Xhaka, actually. I think he got caught as well as he slid in. An important tackle as well that was, inside his own penalty area, or Benfica could have had an opportunity for a second goal. Yeah, it's the rules. I don't think we can have too many complaints. It does seem harsh. He was literally turned his back on it, didn't he? But anyway, Bukayo Saka's now got clear down the far side for Arsenal. Let's see if we can get a goal back here. Smith Rowe. Oh, it's bounced towards Aubameyang on the edge of the box. He's come through to Cedric. He's got a chance. Can he square across the goal? He can. It's a goal. It's Saka. 1-1. We've got the away goal. A vital goal that was. We was only behind for 2 minutes. Saka puts it in. Cedric made the opportunity by putting the ball across from the left-hand side. Saka was inside the 6-yard box. That's his first goal in the Europa League this season. I think it's his 6th goal in total. Absolutely brilliant. Just what we needed. But hang on, what's happening here? It's got the VAR, is it? Not sure if it's going to be given now. I don't know what the VAR is for. Is it offside? Not quite sure what the VAR is checking. I haven't seen a replay of it yet, so I don't really know. But it has gone to VAR, so we're waiting. The goal hasn't been confirmed. The referee's in conversation with Aubameyang. I think he's waiting to get the decision. What's it going to be? Referee's walking. I don't know if is he going to look at the screen. Is he? Oh no, it's a goal. It's been given. Yes, it's been given. It is 1-1. Not quite sure what the VAR check was for then. Actually, if we're totally honest, I don't know. I think it would have been against Aubameyang. It certainly wasn't Cedric, and it certainly wasn't Bukayo Saka. He was behind the ball. So not quite sure what the confusion was. A great ball that was from Cedric, and we're back level. So we was only behind for 2 minutes. Wow, that's football for you, isn't it? You know, you don't deserve. We didn't deserve to be behind anyway, and now we've got level. And it was a really well worked goal from Arsenal. Actually, really good play it was. Good play on the edge of the box. Came to Cedric Suarez on the left hand side. He drilled a great ball across. Very similar actually to the chance for Aubameyang in the first half. And Bukayo Saka was there to turn it home this time from close range. It was a brilliant team goal, yeah. And it's fully deserved as well, I feel. You know, we didn't deserve to be behind, did we? So we definitely deserved that goal. And they're important away goal as well. Say away goals have haunted us in Europe in recent years. So we've got one now. And let's just hope that we can build on this and hopefully go on and win this game, because I think we certainly deserve something anyway. But that was a good goal. I'm not quite sure what the VAR took so long to decide about. But anyway, it doesn't matter now. It has been given. Bukayo Saka it was with the goal. And it's 1-1. And that, I say, could prove to be a vital goal for Arsenal. So it was in about 2 minutes, I think it was, that we were behind for. So, yeah, brilliant to come back so quickly as well. It's vital that you do that, isn't it? The longer it stayed at 1-0, it's going to become more and more difficult for us. You know, trying to find a way through their defence has been difficult for us there. But it was a good bit of play on the edge of the box and swift passing. I'm sure Odegaard was involved. I was more worried looking at whether it was an offside or what it was. But anyway, I'm sure we'll see it again later on. But it came to Cedric Suarez, a great ball. And Saka's there to finish it off. Fantastic. But Benfica now coming forward again themselves now down this near side. The game's really opened up in this second half, actually. It was quite cagey in the first half. It's a dangerous ball in, but David Luiz reads it well. It was a substitute there. Rafa Silva who played that ball in, but it was well defended by David Luiz, and Arsenal now looking to break. It's really opened up this game now. It's a good watch. Bellerin now on the far side finds Odegaard coming forward with his left foot, striding forward, finds Bukayo Saka outside him, just inside the penalty area. Bukayo Saka puts the ball across. Aubameyang was waiting to pounce, but it was cleared away by the Benfica defence. We have looked dangerous every time we've come forward, but we haven't always found the right final ball, have we? But we did get one right, and it's brought us the goal. But Benfica now looking to try and attack us a bit more in this second half. I say they didn't really come out at all, did they, in that first half? They're looking to make 2 substitutions as well at the moment as we speak. It looks like Severovic is coming on, who's one of their top scorers, actually. So he could be a danger for us. I'm not sure who the other substitute coming on is. And Kieran Tierney's coming on for Arsenal as well. Are we going to try to... Oh, hang on. There's an opportunity for Benfica. It was a good run, a good save from Leno. That was really unlucky there from the Benfica, from Pizzi. That again, their goal scorer from the penalty spot was a good run actually. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Was it? It was. It was Silva, Rafa Silva, of course. The player that Mike was saying last night was a good player, and he had a great run there. It was a shot from the edge of the box, and Leno had to be at his best there to push that away. But I say Benfica have certainly offered a lot more of an attacking threat in the second half. And that was a good save from Leno. Keeps it at 1-1. It looks like Kieran Tierney's coming on. I'm not sure who he's coming on for yet. I've got a feeling it might be Smith Rowe who's coming forward now. Plays the ball into Aubameyang. Plays it square to Odegaard about 25 yards out. Oh, he tried to dink it over the top to Aubameyang, but it's gone through to the goalkeeper. So there's going to be 3 substitutes in a minute, 2 for Benfica and Kieran Tierney coming on for Arsenal. Unless he's just going to replace straight swap for Suarez. But I'd be a bit surprised because Suarez has actually played pretty well. And he did set up the goal, of course. But anyway, we'll see what happens now. Odegaard there plays it through to Aubameyang. Has he got in the box? He has. He pushes it. Oh, it's just wide of the far post. Another opportunity for Arsenal there. Lovely ball from Odegaard again. Aubameyang on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Look for that far corner. It beat the goalkeeper, but also beat the far post. It's not been Aubameyang's night, has it, so far? The substitution is going to be made now. It's Cedric coming off, actually, for Kieran Tierney. Because he set up the goal. And it's Kieran Tierney coming on. So it's a straight swap at left-back for Arsenal. Maybe giving Tierney some minutes, sort of, 27, 28 minutes to play. Getting some minutes in his legs before the weekend as well. Núñez is going off for Benfica, actually, their record signing. And it's Everton coming on. Not the team Everton, of course, just the player Everton, Brazilian. And they're making their other substitution now as well. It's Seferovic has come on for Pizzi, actually, who's gone off, the goal scorer. Well, possibly, but he has signed a long-term contract, so it's going to take a lot of money to prize him away. And I do think he loves the club, doesn't he, Saka? And I think it would... I can't see him leaving, I've got to be honest. I agree it's a problem, but it's a problem I'd rather have because he's playing so well, isn't he? And he's producing consistent performances week in, week out. Down that right-hand side now, he's nailed that position down, hasn't he? He's been brilliant. And another goal for him as well. I mean, since Christmas, he hasn't stopped scoring, has he? What a great run he's on. He's reminding me more and more of David Rocastle every week. Fantastic player. And... I don't think he'd leave. I can't see. I don't think he'd want to go to another club in England, would he? Maybe abroad could be an option, but not yet. He signed a new long-term contract with Arsenal, and I'm sure the club will do everything they can to keep him because he's a special talent, isn't he? A real special talent. Tierney then tried to get forward down the left, but it's gone out for a throw. Big surprise then, it wasn't Willian at our first substitute, was it? Rangers actually is 2-2 now against Antwerp. They've just got a penalty. They were losing in that game, having led earlier on. So it's been an exciting second half in the Europa League elsewhere as well. I say this game certainly livened up since half-time, mainly because Benfica have now come out to attack a bit more. So Rafa then plays the ball up the line to the other substitute, Seferovic. So he scored a few goals this season. I think he's got 11 in all competitions for Benfica this season. So he's obviously going to be a threat. He's a big lad as well. A bit more of a physical presence up front, a bit more physical than Núñez was. Didn't really get in the game, did he, Núñez, considering he's a record signing? Maybe he's having a bit of a Pepe issue going on when it comes to a big transfer fee. Ball was played in towards Seferovic there, but it was well defended by Gabriel. And now Arsenal have got an opportunity to come forward. It's Smith Rowe on his near side. He's got Tierney outside him. Instead, he cuts inside. He's got Odegaard free, but instead he goes back to Ceballos into Odegaard. What a great game the young Norwegians had for Arsenal tonight. Again, he was impressive against Leeds, and he's been impressive again. Another great ball through to Aubameyang. Oh, it just ran away from him, and the goalkeeper was able to come out. Again, it was that ball from Odegaard. That's twice now in the last 5 minutes he's put Aubameyang in. Brilliant play there from Odegaard again. Absolutely fantastic. The referee there just steps in as Gabriel and Seferovic had a bit of a coming together. Obviously, he's giving Gabriel a little bit more of a physical problem than earlier on in the game. So we'll have to see how that plays out in these final 25 minutes or so. Benfica, they're currently attacking down that far side, their left. But again, Arsenal force them back pretty well. I think we've defended reasonably well in this game, actually, when it's been called upon. And I say Benfica have certainly come out of a lot more attacking intent in this second half. They did get the goal. A little bit fortunate to get a penalty maybe, but anyway, I think this Rafa Silva has made a big difference for them. He's on the ball again now. He looks a decent player. But Tierney now gets I think it might be his first touch there. He does well to anticipate that pass. Plays a simple ball to Kieran Tierney, to Gabriel. And it's now with Smith Rowe. And then Granit Xhaka goes back to Bernd Leno. Now it's with Ceballos. He's got some space to run into in front of him, striding forward. He's got Bellerin outside him on the right. Plays it into Saka, who forces it onto Bellerin. Now Saka again, but he's held up this time. Good tackle actually by Grimaldo. And now Benfica have got a break down that far side. But Dani Ceballos steps in with a great tackle. Finds Hector Bellerin. Yeah, I thought Cedric played well. Obviously set up the goal. He's been okay, hasn't he, as cover for left back. I know I was a bit worried when we didn't buy anyone in January or get a loan in as a left back, because I felt as though we needed cover there. But Cedric can certainly fill in at left back or right back. He's a decent player, and yeah, I don't think we've got too many issues with that at all, have we? So yeah, he's a good squad player. I always thought he was a decent squad player anyway, but didn't realise that he could actually do a decent job at left back as well. So he certainly proved his versatility there, hasn't he, over the last few games. But of course, when Tierney's fit, he's got to play, hasn't he? I don't think there's a better left back in the Premier League at this moment in time, especially when you look at the problems that Liverpool have got. Robertson's not had his greatest season, has he? So I definitely think Tierney is, he deserves to be in the team of the season, doesn't he, at left back, I think. Probably be our only player that gets in it. I mean, Saka should be in it, but I'll be surprised if he does, bearing in mind he plays in a similar position to a lot of the big name players, if you like, in the Premier League. But anyway, Benfica have now got the ball. The game's settled down a little bit more now. So it was open for 5 or 10 minutes. There was 2 goals and chances at both ends, but it seems to have settled back to a pattern. Although Benfica have got a lot more possession of the ball in this second half. I have asked a few more questions, but we've looked reasonably comfortable defensively. Just that really soft penalty that's gave them their goal. And the goal scorer's actually gone off now anyway. Pizzi it was who scored. I think that was his 12th goal of the season as well for Benfica. They've had possession of the ball for the last 2 or 3 minutes, Benfica, without really penetrating their defence at all. But they're trying now. It's Suarez actually who's come on for. He was the other substitute that came on for Benfica. Suarez, not obviously our Suarez. They've got a Suarez as well. Looks like he's playing on that left-hand side. Now that it's, it was a ball tried to play through there from Silva, but Arsenal have cut it out. Tierney comes forward and he's forced backwards to Granit Xhaka. But Arsenal defended that well, actually. Another ball into the box, and the Arsenal defence was on top of it. Gabriel it was, I think, who won that ball. Every time they threatened their penalty area, we've generally stepped in and got a block in or a tackle in, and it's we've defended well. Anyway, Tierney now coming forward down this near side. He's got Smith Rowe in front of him. He finds Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe comes down the left-hand side, plays the ball into the 6-yard box. It was looking for Aubameyang, but it's cleared away by Otamendi. Comes back to Smith Rowe now to Tierney. Can he get a cross in? He can't. It's well defended actually by Silva. It's gone out for a corner to Arsenal on this near side. It's a good ball that was in there from Smith Rowe, looking for Aubameyang, but Otamendi read it well, managed to get it clear. Aubameyang would have had a great chance at the far post. It's going to be Odegaard to take this corner from this near side. It's going to be an outswinger with his left foot. He really does look a class player, doesn't he, Odegaard? Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, the corner is an outswinger. It's not a great corner, actually, and it's defended well by Benfica to get it away. Tierney picks it out well, though. He finds Odegaard again, he's got Smith Rowe down there on the touchline. Smith Rowe plays it back, but it's headed away again. Falls to Bellerin on the edge of the box. His shot's blocked, but still they can't get it clear. So Bios now, maybe he should have played an earlier ball, but instead he's found Aubameyang on the right-hand side. He chips it in, but nobody's there. Benfica can clear it away, and they finally got the ball away now. Good bit of pressure that from Arsenal, but maybe again the final ball into the box wasn't great. And Benfica are able to clear it away. So Bios now has got the ball. He's played it back to Granit Xhaka inside the centre circle, just inside Arsenal's half. Gets it back to Bios, does. That was a ball play for actually Odegaard, maybe got in the way. I think it was meant for Saka, but anyway, Odegaard's got the ball now. Little bit of space in the centre, plays it across to Gabriel. He's going to come forward down this left-hand side, strides forward, plays it out to Tierney. Tierney faced up with the defender there, but he loses out actually, Tierney. To Silva again. Gabriel concedes the foul. But Rafa Silva has done well since he's come on at half-time. But Benfica now looking to build an attack of their own down that far side. This is looking dangerous actually inside the penalty area. Shot comes in, but it's gone wide. On the far side, was it the left back there with that shot? No, it was Suarez, the substitute, over on that left-hand side, cut in. It's a good ball actually, and just for a minute there, Benfica looked as though they were in. He cut inside onto his right foot, but couldn't curl it into the corner. This is the Arsenal chance just before. Actually, no, it's just a goal actually. Cedric Suarez with the ball across, and Bukayo. He was just slightly behind Bukayo Saka, but he was able to adjust and knock it in with his left foot from about 5 yards. Actually, it was Everton who had that shot just a minute ago. It wasn't. In fact, I think it's Everton who came on, not Suarez. But anyway, I've got his name written down as Suarez. Maybe that's his other name. You know what these Brazilians are like. But anyway, it was him, Everton, on that far side, number 7. Yeah, it is actually. It's Everton. I got the team sheet off of the BBC website, so that might be why it's wrong. Suddenly Aubameyang's in though. Can he score? Oh, he waited too long, but it's the goalkeeper's missed it, but it's ran through to him. Again, Aubameyang looked offside there actually, but I don't think it was given. He'd got the wrong side of the defence that time, but it was. I think the defender got back and made a good tackle actually, and the ball's now been kicked out. He's injured actually, the defender there, who got back. It was Verissimo. He looks like he's maybe got a bit of cramp actually. He did well actually to come back there, because he looked like Aubameyang was in there just about to pull the trigger. He was. Good defending. In fact, he almost took the ball past his own goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper was able to get the ball again. Aubameyang wanted to cut inside. Maybe he should have just hit it. And then instead he gave the defender the opportunity. It's good defending. He's done well to come back actually. He's gone down now, injured, a Verissimo. But I think it's just cramp possibly. But yeah, maybe Aubameyang should have just hit it with his left foot, trying to get it back onto his right side. He should just maybe hit it first time, and maybe he might have scored. Pepe's now getting ready to come on for Arsenal. He's getting instructions from Arteta. Got a feeling he might be coming on for Smith Rowe, of course, who did have a bit of a knock, didn't he, in the first half. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Smith Rowe that comes off, and Pepe is going to come on, probably playing down his left-hand side. Get him some minutes and some confidence ahead of the weekend, because he might well be needed in that big game. There's 15 minutes left, of course, in this game. He's done well in the Europa League this season, Nicolas Pepe. He scored 3 goals. Actually, Martinelli's coming on as well. This is good to see. This is really good to see. It's going to be Aubameyang actually is coming off, and Pepe's coming on. A bit surprised that Aubameyang's going off actually. But then, yeah, I suppose he hasn't played a lot of football, has he, recently? So I don't know whether. Hopefully, he's not injured, because again, we're going to need him, aren't we, at the weekend? So Nicolas Pepe's on. I'm assuming Nicolas Pepe is going to play on the left, and Martinelli now is coming on as well. So maybe he's going to play through the middle. It is Smith Rowe that has gone off. So I think maybe Martinelli's going to play through the middle. Pepe's going to play on the left in place of Smith Rowe. I don't know if he's got a little injury, maybe. There's going to be a substitution for Benfica as well in this hold-up in play. And some, I don't know who it is, come on. Tarap's gone off anyway. It's Gabriel, a player called Gabriel's come on for Benfica. So there's a Gabriel now on both teams, which is nice and easy for me to describe. But anyway, it was our Gabriel who won that header there from the free kick from Benfica. Martinelli's now chasing the goalkeeper down. This is his first involvement. He presses everywhere, doesn't he, Martinelli? Unfortunately, he didn't have a lot of help there. And now Benfica have suddenly got a break on here down this near side. It's Stefanovic, plays the ball through again, looking for the run there of Rafa Silva, but Leno came out and dealt with that really well, actually. And Arsenal can now build again from the back with Ceballos into Gabriel and then Granit Xhaka. A good opportunity for Martinelli tonight. He's not played a lot of football this season, has he, what with his injuries and various other things that seem to have gone on. He's not been getting much of an opportunity, but he's getting a good 15 minutes tonight to come on through the middle, see if he can get himself a goal. It'd be a massive goal as well if we can win this game 2-1. 2 away goals will put us in a brilliant position to get through, wouldn't it? Even though technically we're away again next week as well. But it's been a good performance from Arsenal overall. I'm really pleased with how we've played. Just that final ball's let us down at times. But if we can get this second goal, oh, that was a bit of a strange back pass there from Granit Xhaka. Leno was out of the goal and he had to scamper back to get it. But anyway, Tierney now on this near touchline plays it into Granit Xhaka again, striding forward towards halfway. Plays the ball into Pepe. That's his first touch. He finds Tierney, gets it back. This is good play, this from Arsenal. Again, he finds Tierney. Tierney goes past the defender, cuts back inside. Nice ball into Pepe inside the penalty area. Oh, Pepe tried to take it on. He did a little bit too much there. It was Verissimo. He tried to take it past him, and in the end, he dragged it out. Clever little bit of play from Pepe. Didn't quite come off for him, though. Maybe a left-footed cross might have been a better option rather than trying to drag it past him with his right, and then he ran out of room. But it was a clever try anyway. It just didn't quite come off for him. But anyway, it is a goal kick to Benfica. We just come into the last 10 minutes now of this game. So it's Benfica 1, Arsenal 1, which was my prediction actually. Which now I don't want to be right because I do want us to get this second goal and win this game. But I suppose when you go behind away from home in a European competition, to come back and get a draw isn't a bad result, is it? So if it finishes 1-1, I don't think we can have too many complaints. I think we can be reasonably satisfied with that. But is it a missed opportunity to have won this game? Some of the chances that we've had, possibly. But let's hope we can find another goal in these last 10 minutes and get what would be a massive victory and make next week's game a little bit easier as well with 2 away goals. But anyway, at the moment we've been forced backwards. David Luiz has got the ball midway inside our own half. Gabriel there plays it to Granit Xhaka, bringing the ball up towards halfway. Now he's not really put under any pressure, so he plays a square ball to Ceballos, plays it into Saka, and that was a bit of a loose ball, but Bellerin's managed to pick it up. He's now got the captain's armband on Bellerin since Aubameyang went off. He does tend to be he's the vice captain, isn't he, Bellerin? I look like a teacher, do I? Okay. Fair enough then. So anyway, Arsenal now coming forward again with Ceballos on the halfway line. As a loose pass again, actually. It's gone. Gabriel's had to scamper after this on the near side. And he's played it back to Leno. He could have had a hat-trick, couldn't he? He had a couple of really, really big chances there. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think we've got to bear in mind that he's not played a lot of football, has he, lately? He did come back with a bang, didn't he, at the weekend, getting that hat-trick, but he hasn't played a lot of football. Maybe he just still got to find his way back in. It's the sort of thing, though, isn't it? If he scored that first chance, he probably gets a second as well, doesn't he? And we do win this game. But that's the life of a striker, I guess, isn't it? Unfortunately, they miss as well, don't they? And he did there. So anyway, Benfica now looking to build an attack down the far side. I wonder what their mindset will be, Benfica. Will they be reasonably happy with a draw here today? Obviously, I think they would have preferred a goalless draw when you look at the way European games are played. But anyway, are they going to try and win it now? There's a long ball played over the top there. Actually, it's going to be overrun, is it? Has it gone out? But Leno's got the ball anyway. I don't think it did go out, or did it? Yeah, it did go out. It's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. Over hit pass there. I think the important thing for Arsenal now is not to lose this game, isn't it? It's important that we do hold on now and at least get the draw. Actually, Benfica making another substitution now, and it's another Arsenal connection, certainly in name anyway. Gilberto is the player who's going to be coming on, I think, for Benfica. So not the same Gilberto, of course, who was a great player for Arsenal, the invincible team, of course, back in the day. It's going to be Verissima, I think, the defender who's going off, although he's not quite going off just yet. In fact, they've changed their mind on the substitution, actually, in actual fact. It's going to be Quincento instead coming on, not quite sure. Is that because of the injury? So Gilberto isn't coming on, actually, so there isn't going to be another Arsenal connection on the pitch, or name-wise anyway. They're making a different substitution instead. But they haven't managed to make that yet. Arsenal have still got possession of the ball down his near side with Kieran Tierney. And he plays it back to Granit Xhaka. Leno there with the ball, just played it out to Ceballos just outside the penalty area. Plays it into Nicolas Pepe just inside the Arsenal half, and he plays it on down the left-hand side to Granit Xhaka, who finds Tierney. Pepe's gone on a run in front of him. Is Tierney going to find him? In fact, Pepe takes it off him. I don't know whether Tierney went to keep it there, but anyway, Xhaka's now got the ball. He's got Tierney outside. That's a great ball. Is he offside? I don't think he is. Oh, that was a terrible cross, actually. Very disappointing from Tierney. Normally good in them situations, isn't he? Remember, of course, last season where there was that link up well between Tierney and Martinelli, wasn't there, in a couple of games? But unfortunately there, Tierney's cross was poor. Martinelli looked quite frustrated, actually, that it didn't get across to him. And now they are going to make their last substitution. It is Verissima, the defender, has gone off, and it's Quincero who's come on to replace him. I'm assuming it's a like-for-like substitution there for Benfica for these final 5 or 6 minutes of normal time. There will be a little bit of stoppage time as well. So there's been a lot of substitutions gone on in the second half, and also as well there's been quite a lot of stoppages as well for a few little injuries. So I'm guessing there'll be 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time actually, plus the 5 minutes of normal time as well. So there's probably about 10 minutes left. It is 1-1. Can somebody get a winner to put them in control of this tie? Tierney there with the ball over the top, looking for Martinelli, but the goalkeeper's out there. Did he handball that off, or was it off his chest? And he's now run out of his goal and kicks it out for a throw to Arsenal, which Martinelli's taken quickly to Pepe. Martinelli again's got the ball on his near side, on the left. I mean, he's technically the centre forward, so nobody's in the middle actually. Oh, Marks, what are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. It's been a pretty good performance from Arsenal, actually, overall, I think. We just haven't taken our opportunities, have we? And sometimes the final balls maybe let us down, but we've still got a few minutes left to try and win this game. Tierney now coming forward down his near side. He's forced backwards, actually, to Gabriel. And he finds Granit Xhaka in a central position. Bellerin now on the far side has got a bit of space. He's not really been in this game much in the second half, Bellerin. Certainly not in an attacking sense like he was in the first half. Saka there, but he was offside again. Just delayed the pass a little bit there. Saka ran in behind, but he was offside. I think we've been caught offside in this game more than any other game this season. He was offside, Saka, as well. But that was a shame, actually, because could have been a good move, that. David Luiz there wins a header. Now Saka's got the ball again on the far side. Odegaard is actually robbed of possession there. I think he's run out of steam a little bit in the last 10 minutes or so, Odegaard. He's not played a lot of football, has he, lately? So you can maybe understand why that's been the case. Or maybe, I don't know why they perhaps didn't take him off. But anyway. So we've made, what, three substitutions, haven't we? And Willian hasn't come on at all yet. So maybe Arteta's finally listening and waking up to the fact that Willian isn't the player that we need. So I'm a little bit surprised Odegaard stayed on, actually, because I say he seems to have run out of legs a little bit in the closing stages of this game. But he's had a great game, hasn't he? Played really well. Some of his passing has been unbelievable. Twice he set Aubameyang through, didn't he? And maybe Aubameyang should have scored at least one of those opportunities. Looks like he was lacking a little bit of confidence tonight, Aubameyang, which I was surprised about, because scoring a hat-trick on Sunday, I thought his confidence would have been really high, but he looked to be maybe that early miss, whether that knocked the confidence out of him, I don't know. But anyway, let's hope he saved some goals up for Sunday anyway, because it'd be brilliant to end their run, wouldn't it? Manchester City, what a great result that would be for us if we can get something there. But anyway, we need to see this game out these last couple of minutes now. We're into the last 2 minutes of normal time, plus whatever stoppages the officials are going to add on. Benfica aren't really showing a lot of ambition to win this game, I've got to be honest. And I think we're kind of settling for a 1-1 draw as well now, which is probably, fair enough. Although I say, has it not been a missed opportunity? Obviously, after the game, I'm going to have some fan reaction on the new stream, so stay tuned for that. I did share it on Twitter, so have a look there and check out that show afterwards as well, just to see what some of the other guys have made of the performance tonight as well. We're asking for a man of the match as well, which is going to be quite tricky, actually. It'll be interesting to see what people's thoughts are, because there's been a few decent performances, actually. Tierney there knocked the ball out of play, looking for Martinelli. In fact, Rangers is 3-3 now, and they've just equalised again. What a game that was. In fact, Arsenal are making their final two substitutions. It's going to be El Neni and Willian. So Ceballos is coming off for El Neni. He's had a good game against Ceballos. He played well at the weekend. He's just having a little rest for the final few minutes. And Willian's going to come on as well. Not sure who's going off. It is Odegaard now, actually. I did say he maybe should have come off about 10 minutes ago. Another good performance from Odegaard as well, though. Brilliant from him. And it's going to be Willian to come on. Wouldn't it be decent if Willian got the winning goal in these last few minutes here? But I don't think it's very likely, if we're honest. But anyway, it's going to be a throw to Benfica on this near side, probably, 10 yards inside their own half. There is going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time, actually, which we've just come into now. And now Arsenal got a throw, and Tierney throws it back to Gabriel. Benfica do seem to be reasonably happy with a draw. They're not really showing a lot of urgency to come forward for this last goal. If anyone's going to score, you're getting a feeling it might well be us. Although we haven't really shown a lot of urgency going forward either in the last 5-10 minutes. But anyway, we'll see. David Luiz now has got the ball, central position, midway inside Arsenal's half. I think he was wanting to play a long ball, but there was nobody making a run ahead of him. El Neni's now getting his first touch. Plays a simple ball to Gabriel. Into Granit Xhaka. Plays it back to El Neni. El Neni's going to play a simple pass and he's going to chase things down if we lose the ball. Good substitution. I'd say maybe a little bit earlier, perhaps we could have done that. But anyway, Xhaka now actually runs into trouble, but gets out of it well. Wins the ball back. He looked like he just lost it again. He's had a bit of a hit and miss evening, actually, Granit Xhaka. He's done some nice things. And also, he's given the ball away quite sloppily at times as well. He's had a bit of a mixed evening. But anyway, Pepe now cutting in from that left-hand side. That's a poor ball. Benfica trying to get a breakaway now. And it was a handball by Bellerin, actually. So it's going to be a free kick to Benfica. We've played a minute and a half of stoppage time. It's a breakaway there. It was handball from Bellerin as well. We can't really have too many complaints about that. I mean, it was straight at him from a yard. But anyway, Benfica have taken a free kick quickly. They don't seem in any particular rush. Rafa Silva now's down this near side. And he's forced back by Nicolas Pepe. And I think they're going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. So I think Benfica have definitely settled for a draw. Maybe they're going to take their chances next week in Athens, maybe. But of course, they are going to have to score a goal, aren't they? Because we have got that away goal, which could be so important. A lovely goal it was as well. Well-worked team move, finished off by Bukayo Saka just, 2 minutes after Benfica had taken a lead with a penalty given for a rather harsh handball against Royal. That was technically the right decision in terms of the handball rule as it stands. Granit Xhaka there trying to find a ball, but suddenly Willian picks it up. He finds Kieran Tierney. He's got Pepe outside him. He finds Pepe now on his left-hand side. What's the ball like into the box? Oh, it beats the goalkeeper, but nobody was following it in. It's come all the way across to the far side to Bukayo Saka. Can Arsenal get a late winner here? Be such a big goal if we can score it. Saka now on that far side. Looks to whip a ball in, but it wasn't a great ball, actually, and Benfica can clear it away up to halfway. David Luiz, not under really any pressure, finds Gabriel. So Benfica aren't getting anybody forward at all now. Xhaka now comes forward, tries to people out to the far side to Saka. Is he going to keep it in? Can he keep it in? I don't think he's going to be able to. It's gone out for a goal kick. And we're into the final minute now of stoppage time at the end of this game. Looks like it is going to finish 1-1. Satisfactory result, I guess. Could have been better for Arsenal as well, though. Let's be clear about that. You know, we had the opportunities to win this game. Little bit frustrated that we didn't, but we haven't won and we haven't lost. Which is really important. Yeah, I'm really impressed with him as well, Kevin Odegaard. He was brilliant, wasn't he? Yeah, it'd be brilliant to hold on to him next season. Yeah, I just think as well, he's not played a lot of football, has he, lately? And I think that he's maybe just getting up to speed. I think another 2 or 3 games, and I think he's going to be really, really good, isn't he? He's already shown some nice touches. And there goes the full-time whistle. It has finished here in Rome. Benfica 1, Arsenal 1 in the first leg of this round of 32 tie in the Europa League. I think both teams are probably reasonably happy with a draw in this game. Arsenal were the better team, probably had the better chances, if we're honest, and maybe had a missed opportunity. But when you're away from home, it's important to get an away goal. We have done that with Bukayo Saka's equaliser just 2 minutes after we'd gone behind with a penalty given against Smith Rowe for a handball. Little bit of a harsh decision, but yeah, I suppose it was the right one. But I say we did get the equaliser with Saka. We missed 2 or 3 chances actually, which maybe we could have won this game. But 1-1 away from home in a 2-leg European tie isn't a bad result. And in fact, Rangers have just gone 4-3 up in their tie away as well. Looks like that was an exciting game anyway. But I've got a lot of stuff to do now after the game. I say stay tuned to the channel because I will be doing the after show fan reaction coming on in about 5-10 minutes time. The link's in Twitter. But I say it'll be on the channel anyway in a minute. So stay tuned for that. I'm just about to pop on another channel as well, just to do a match reaction as well. That's on Guna Media as well, Guna TV. So pop over there as well if you can, watch me on there. And I say come back for the fan reaction show in 5 or 10 minutes time. Thanks to everyone for watching. People in the chat, Kevin and Mark, of course, as well. The 2 Marks, actually. Great to have you involved. Thanks to everyone for watching the show. Thanks for your support of the channel as well. And I say I'll be back tomorrow. I'll have a review video of this game as well. Plus tomorrow night's the Man City warm-up show. That's at 6:30 tomorrow evening. So stay tuned for that as well. Loads of great stuff coming up on the channel. So if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Please give it a like as well. And stay tuned. I say loads of great stuff coming up. It's finished here tonight at Benfica 1, Arsenal 1. A decent enough result, but I still feel that maybe we could have won. Maybe an opportunity missed. But we haven't lost. We're still in with a shout. All to play for next week in Athens. I'll be doing a watch along of that as well. So watch out for that. And I say stay tuned to the channel because coming up very soon, the Fans Reaction Show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. See you soon. Come on, you guys.